Hello guys, how you all doing? Yeah, here we are, hole number one. Actually, I'm just uploading, this video so you guys can see how we end up with minus 15 in the qualifying round. This is actually hole one. I don't know if you've seen the practice video that I had. That in this hole, actually, I end up making a birdie in the practice qualifying video that you probably have seen, some of you. So I was thinking, like, what should I do so I can have a better shot than the one I had in the practice round. So that day I used a Kingmaker with full backspin with the extra mile, and as you see here, before I can tell you, right? Okay, so that day I used like I said, in Kingmaker with an extra mile. So you see here the opponent used a spider ball with too much power in it. And the idea that I had was, instead of using a Kingmaker, try to use a katana ball with full backspin and only like around maybe 5 bars side spin to the left. And so like that I won't be end up in the rough. And I did my adjustment for 20% extra. That's why I'm gonna do like 6 rings here. And you see how we're gonna do now with just a tiny bit of overpowered, not much. And we hit it great. I mean, we hit it perfect. And as you see there, perfect. We're gonna land on the fringe there, but it is good because from there we can chip it in with no problem at all. So in the last time I was using a Kingmaker, and I had too much power in it. So that's the adjustment that I did in this hole number one, guys, because I'm using the extra mile now, like the thirst hammer, like other people are using. So I'll continue using my extra mile level 8 and with the katana. That's how we're gonna be playing this hole from now on, an opening and weekend round. So that's basically the adjustment that I just made on this hole. I hope for some of you who are using, also you have to remember that I'm using extra mile level 8. But even though I think a katana will be good enough for extra mile level 7 for those who doesn't have, or for those who don't have the extra mile 8. So it still be the same thing in my opinion. You know, you can still use full backspin, like maybe 5 or 6 bars to the left. And then that will be good enough. So that's how we got the eagle there. Okay, now we're gonna go with hole number 2, guys. And as you know, in this hole, actually pretty much maybe not only me but most of the people who are playing this tournament, they usually are using the sniper in this hole. As you see here, here's my opponent here using a navigator ball. I don't know how much backspin or side spin he's using because we're not able to see, but he's playing this one for the little fairway there. And that's a shot that you can, that you can attempt. For some people will work, for some other won't. And whatever you feel comfortable doing, I think is the better way of playing either of these holes. Okay, opponent is just, a little bit to the right. The way I'm gonna be playing this one is with a katana ball, and I'm going to do the rough bump. For some people, don't work. For some people, in my opinion, this will be the best way for me playing this hole, guys. Is playing it from the rough bump, the rough. You see, I just did one top spin and with just a tiny bit side spin to the right. And what I'm doing here, I'm using an extra 10%, and I'm not adjusting just for the mid-range. It's really important, guys, that we hit perfect, and that's how we did. And now you will see what we did. See, right on the hole. Amazing. Hole in one, guys. For hole number 2, we got the eagle here with our sniper playing the rough bump. I hope it will help us. It will help some of you. So awesome. Pretty nice. Alright, now we're gonna go for hole number 3. You know that this is an eagle hole, a potential albatross. And this one, we're gonna see here. Our opponent will go first, and he's gonna be using the quarterback. And also, instead of playing right there from the little island there in the middle, he decides to go on the left. I hope, guys, if you use the quarterback for this one, you can, but don't go on the left. That's my opinion, alright? I don't know if some of you have done that, but in case you do, try to go with, at least with a powerful ball. Because then, you're going to have a little bit more distance in your second shot, especially if you're using the sniper. But my recommendation will be, don't go on the left. There's no need to. There's no need to of going there and risk an easy. For me, I think this is a really easy at least eagle hole, but play it from here, from this little island here. I use almost full backspin, full side spin to the right. Just as you can see here, the orange ring, just a little bit around the edge of the rough, with a 10% extra. This one. See, we're gonna use all the curl that we can and hit it perfect, and then you're gonna be in a really good position to a really, really potential albatross in hole number 3. So that would be for me the best way of playing this hole, and I hope you do, and don't risk yourself. As you can see now, you see he's using only a katana ball. Now he's gonna try to overpower a shot that there's no need to do that. Why you want to risk an easy eagle just to try something different? But I really like this way because you got to see both plays, and you take whatever I think it will work for you. But I'll say play it right from here. That's where we end up. We are basically mid distance, and I did use, I should do at least three backspin if you would like. And you have to adjust for mid-range. As you will see here, I over adjust I had like a 10% extra in this one. And this hole, actually, in hole number 3, guys, you don't need to add any 10% or anything like that. Don't use anything at least on your second shot. And adjust for mid-distance. As you can see there, I went right to the side of the hole because I over-adjusted. The wind was 10 miles per hour, and I adjust for 10 miles per hour, which I didn't do what I had to do, like maybe like around 9 rings probably. 9 rings I think will be good enough in this one. Or it depends, like what wind will you get. But what I learned is that just go with mid-range, or depend where you land in your first shot. The most of the time will be probably, if you don't, it will be like a mid-range. But either way, just try to don't add any extra percent on this hole in your second shot. And that's how we got our eagle here. You're not seeing basically like hole number, so this is hole number 3. Now we're gonna jump to hole number 6. Because I wish I could show you hole number 5, but I don't have that one. Didn't record that. And in this one, as you're gonna see in hole number 6, we're gonna attempt the same shot our opponent is doing. I usually like to play this one on the right and then take my sniper shot in my second, with my wood club. But I decided to go on the left because I wanted it to try the rough bump attempt. You will see now. We basically are going to use the same ball, just 2 side spins to the left, and then basically adjust for your wind. I'm using a 10% extra too in this one. I did in the slide overpower here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And it's really important, guys, to hit this one perfect or just in a way that if you go a little bit like I just did, that I hit it a little bit great to the right, at least, put yourself on the fairway. And then, this is hole number 6, which you're gonna get another eagle here, and a potential albatross. Many, some people will get this one. Most definitely. I think the rough bump with the Goliath, it is really good, or even with the pat bump, or whatever you feel comfortable with. If you could go like that, it will be fine, but I think the rough bump, it will be the better option in this one. Now you're gonna see that I forgot to change my club, and I end up playing with the Tsunami. This one, you're not gonna see the end of it because I was recording it, and then I had a call and it ended up my recording. But you pretty much have the idea what happened there. That we got an eagle. We didn't get the albatross or anything like that because we didn't attempt what we wanted it, with the rough bump with the Goliath. But anyway, that's what happened in hole 6. Now we jump all the way to hole number 9. You will see here that I'm just showing you just some holes, not 9 holes, because the idea is the other ones, they were just pretty, holes. Other than hole number 6, which I didn't record. That's another ego that we had. But other than that, we have this other hole. So this is hole number 9. I end up playing with a Titan ball. With full topspin, I think I did in this one. I'm sorry I didn't see that. With full side spin to the left, because in a little bit overpower, and the idea is that you don't want to end up in the rough, and then from there, and then hole number 9, guys, one thing I will tell you, if you would like to do the adjustment that I will do in hole number 9 is that on my second shot, or with my wood, or with my long iron, is to take, instead of taking the sniper in hole number 9, I will take my Guardian, and basically that will be pretty much, and probably I'm gonna take also my I'm thinking about the Sodden. I think that will be the one I will take it, just for the backspin. As you can see here, I didn't know really what to do here, because I was really pretty much in between clubs. See, I really didn't like that. So, and that's the reason I will go and I will take, and also and that's what I will take. I will try in the opening rounds with my Guardian here, just for the backspin. I want to go with that. I want to try it with the backspin there, so I will see how that will work. But that's what I'm thinking, because I don't want to be like in between clubs and stuff like that, and then not really know what to do in this hole. But I will take my Guardian and I will go for it, just because of the backspin. So you see, he has the Guardian here, same thing. But he's playing actually with his backbone. I don't know why. The reason you take the Guardian is because you want to take the backspin shot in this one. So I don't know why he didn't do that. If he has the whole backspin that you can use with your Guardian, and hey, if he goes there and then you try the attempt in order to get the albatross, it will be awesome. But at the end, you will be right on the green. You don't have to you don't have to take a chance to go into the French, and sometimes we can miss that. It had happened to me before, so I don't want to risk anything, the potential albatross or the potential eagle, to risk it in any way possible. So that's pretty much how we end up, guys, doing the qualifying round for expert. Now you will see the shootout, just because I decided to continue recording, because I wanted to show you also the scorecard that you will see in a little bit. This one, I like to play it from there with a slide backspin there. This is slide. What I haven't figured out in this hole right here, even though this is a shootout, is one of the holes. I don't know if it's hole number 8. I think it's this one. I don't really remember, but I think it's 8. So I end up adjusting like for about 10 rings actually, and we still end up a little bit next to the hole on the left, I think. Yeah, we end up really close. So probably we're gonna end up adjusting maybe like 2.5 rings, or yeah, something like 2.5 extra with the extra line. That's what I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna end up doing in this hole. But we'll see how we're gonna have some more chances in opening rounds to try to learn a little bit more of it. The win was basically 8.3, and I am done adjusting for about 10 rings. So that is about almost 2 rings. So that's what I'm saying, like 2, probably 2.5 rings, or 2 3/4, something like that. But that's how we end up, and we win the shootout too, and that's how we got minus 59. The rest, it was basically birdies and everything, the normal. And now you will see the scorecard. See, we end up ending with minus 15. That's how we did. We did an even 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you will enjoy, and we'll have a great opening round. God bless you all. Bye.